Right now, here on the Pro Wrestling Show, Raw Ring Report. We are supposed to have Raw yesterday, but we're here now, and we're going to bring you Raw, what happened, the post aftermath of Raw. Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar kick off the show, and you won't believe what had happened. Cody Rhodes was trying to come out there until Brock took a keg and decided to do something with it. We'll talk about that as well. Trish Stratus, the icon Trish Stratus, the WWE Hall of Famer, face to face with Becky Lynch in a contract signed for their matchup at Night of Champions. These two iconic female legends in the same ring at the same time. Who's gonna be having some trigger warning? Becky Lynch had really triggered Trish, what many people didn't think about in Trish's past. Also, two tag team champions, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens, with a mystery partner, taking on the team of Gunther, the Intercontinental Champion, and Gianni Vinci and Ludwig Kaiser, known as Imperium. Imperium in tag team action. Imperium trying to get their stuff together. But the thing is now, Matt Riddle has been the special partner for the tag team champions. We'll get to that. Also, too, Shinsuke Nakamura goes against Finn Balor. Remember those NXT days? We got a lot to talk about. Into Mercedes Moné, Sasha Banks. She suffered a injury, an ankle injury. We'll get to that coming up in Hot Topic. All this and more when the Pro Wrestling Show presents the Raw Ring Report, and it starts right now. Hello, everyone. Welcome to this edition of the Pro Wrestling Show here on Connect TV. I'm your host, as always, Kendra Dix here. Glad you can join us here on the Pro Wrestling Show. Join in the conversation using the hashtag Pro Wrestling here on Connect. And don't forget to subscribe. Subscribe, Miss Karen. Tell a friend, call a friend, hit that subscribe button so you won't miss a thing. We ain't gonna waste no time right now. We're gonna get right into the action. You see right here, Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar kicked off Raw, and they kicked off Raw with a bang as Cody Rhodes wanted to come out and try to address the WWE crowd. Well, we know this. Brock Lesnar came out of nowhere and attacked Cody from behind. Cody didn't see that coming. Brock Lesnar even attacked Cody Rhodes with a beer keg and worked on his hand and his arm, his broken arm. So that's what's been the story all night. Brock Lesnar trying to get the upper hand on Cody Rhodes, even taking out Cody's arm. One thing about Brock Lesnar is a beast. He's an animal. He's despicable. But Brock will tell you later on in the show he has more plans in store. So we'll keep on that a little bit later on the show. Also, too, Paul Heyman. Heyman, no stranger to Lesnar. We see right here Lesnar. And Heyman was Lesnar's longtime advocate. Well, Paul Heyman said he has nothing to do with what's going on with that feud between Cody and Brock Lesnar. Yeah, Paul. We kind of don't know neither, but all signs are pointing to you. But who knows with Paul Heyman? Paul Heyman kind of gives himself away, but who knows? Speaking of that, let's see. The tag team champions, Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, the undisputed tag champions, come out there to confront Heyman because we know that the tag team champions will defend their gold this Saturday at Night of Champions in Saudi Arabia. And they're impressive. This is gonna be the first time Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn are going to Saudi Arabia. I guess what changed their mind? I don't know why. Some new laws had changed or something, but now we know. But the fight had ensued with Imperium and Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, and Matt Riddle. The fight continues. So we know for a fact that 6-man tag team match will be later on in the show. We'll tell you what had happened coming up. Well, speaking of that, WWE official Adam Pearce gives us the status, talking to Brian Saxton on the status of Cody. Told that Cody may have a broken arm and may not compete at back at Night Champions. That's what was instigated, but we'll keep in moment due time. Well, Seth Rollins came and did his interviews on why he should be the world heavyweight champion and representing Raw as his top champion. Seth Rollins laid down the list that Roman Reigns, he liked Roman, but he doesn't like Roman as champion because Roman's not he's being more like Brock Lesnar because Brock Lesnar started it because he wrestled on his time on his prerogative. Seth got a point. Seth said he wants to be a fighting world champion. And we know that we heard you, we told you last week on Hot Topics that Seth could be making his way down to Hollywood, being in the Avengers and stuff, the Marvelverse. Seth Rollins being able to get that notoriety, that recognition and stuff. Seth Rollins has that opportunity to become the world heavyweight champion. And this Saturday, he has that chance against AJ Styles. Seth Rollins is Raw's hope for the only exclusive title. Makes obvious sense, but you never know. Seth Rollins is a leading candidate to win the World Heavyweight Championship. Candice LeRae was in action as well. She took on Raw's newest star, Zoe Starks, who's looking to prove herself. Zoe Starks picked Candice LeRae and got the win. Zoe Starks, she's almost 30, but she don't look 30. She looks like she's 40, but she looks like she's 30. She aged herself 10 years ago. So Zoe Starks looking to prove. I told you a couple of weeks ago, Zoe Starks kind of reminds me of Victoria. She kind of got like she'll probably be a champion one day, but she won't be a champion when you think she is. But hey, it is what it is. Speaking of that, we told you earlier, Brock Lesnar made an appearance. Brock talking about he interrupted Mustafa Ali's interview, and we thought Mustafa Ali was going to challenge Brock, but he knew better, and he didn't decide to. Brock Lesnar put out an open challenge to anybody who wants to face him at Night Champions because he heard Cody got injured by him. No one stepped up but Cody. Cody almost got the Kimura lock that Brock likes to use, and Brock Lesnar likes to use that. Who can forget when Brock did that to Triple H? And we'll tell you that a little bit later, but how that's going to be semblance of what's going on. Cody Rhodes being beat down by Brock. The match is still on the air. It is still on, but at what price? Cody Rhodes got to realize what price that's going to be. Even Cody coming from the back when the reporters wanted to have a word with him, Cody told him to get away because he has to figure out what he wants to do. I think what Cody Rhodes has to do is he has to figure out what lead he wants to take. But we'll see because this is going to be very, very interesting going forward because when you think about it, Cody Rhodes is at the American Nightmare. Speaking about it, SmackDown Women's Champion Rhea Ripley issued the challenge that she will defend her championship against Natalya. So Rhea Ripley will go against Natalya for the SmackDown Women's title. I mean, that's the weirdest thing. It has to be for the Raw Women's Championship. SmackDown, yeah, it's crazy. But I mean, how they gonna address that issue? But who knows? They want to try something out, but they're gonna call them the women's champion. But it just didn't make no sense to me. But Rhea Ripley defends her women's gold or women's crown against Natalya at Night of Champions for the women's championship for the SmackDown Women's title on Raw. It's crazy. Also, too, being looking in strong Rhea Ripley's boy toy, Dominic got involved. He wanted to go against Apollo Crews. Dominic did go against Apollo Crews. And Dominic won against Apollo Crews, which, I mean, that don't make no sense. But Dominic won with that splash. So Dominic getting the win over Apollo Crews at late. Also, too, American Alpha. Otis getting the traction from what's her name? I mean, Maxine Dupree. Maxine Dupree might well be a manager for American Alpha. American Alpha get the win with the help with Otis being smitten by Maxine Dupree. What's going on with that? Also, too, Finn Balor. He went against Shinsuke Nakamura. Who can remember that days in NXT? Balor went against Nakamura. Balor and Nakamura, no stranger to each other. Their days and stuff. We know now that Balor defeated Shinsuke Nakamura to get the win. We'll see how that's going to play out eventually down the road. Well, we told you the matchup was the other night. We told you that Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, the Undisputed Tag Team Champions, had to look for a partner against Imperium. And Imperium was led by Gunther, who's the Intercontinental Champion. Well, Imperium didn't quite get the win. Giovanni Vinci lost for his team, with Matt Riddle getting the win over Vinci, Sami Zayn, and Kevin Owens. Looking forward to their tag team match, championship match against Undisputed Champion Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. And the Bloodline finally gets the tag team titles back. Who eventually, after Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens recognize that the Usos are perhaps the greatest tag team. After defeating the Usos to get the tag team titles, the Usos have been on a downward spiral as of late. And we know that Matt Riddle could be next in line to be the next contender for the Intercontinental title down the road. Well, we told you this. A battle of two female legends, female innovators, female icons, Trish Stratus and Becky Lynch. We know Trish Stratus, the Hall of Famer, a multi-time women's champion. Becky Lynch, soon to be a Hall of Famer one day, and a multiple-time women's champion, and who led her division. Both women led their women's division to what they is now. Well, Becky Lynch had some harsh words to say about Trish Stratus. She told Trish that if she started barking like a dog, maybe she'll get somewhere. I think Trish is nearly 50 years old. I mean, Trish Stratus is at this time of life ain't finna be barking like no dog. But I get what Becky Lynch was saying, but I guess it was inappropriate at the time because Trish probably want to look back at that. People are already coming for Trish already, like Medusa saying Trish is holding the division back far and far in between. Might be on the point, but hey, it is what it is. So that could be the root of the issue. That could be the problem. But we know these two revolutionary women who revolutionized their division will compete this Saturday at Night Champion. Look forward to seeing it. All right. Let's and at the end, we told you what had happened with Cody Rhodes. He got viciously attacked. Cody Rhodes got viciously attacked by Brock Lesnar. And Brock Lesnar could perhaps win this match. A lot of people saying that it could be a championship match. But you know how it is. But I'll say this, Cody got an unexpected visit from the game, Triple H. Triple H, the COO or the chief content creator. Triple H came out there to give Cody that rah-rah speech to warm him up against his match against Brock. But a lot of people online and on the podcasts are saying that Triple H could be trying to Triple H could be trying to sucker Cody in and thinking Cody that he has Cody's faith in Cody's career in his hands. So there's a lot going on. Triple H dissecting. I think Cody Rhodes even dissected pondering what's next. So we have to wait and see a Night Champion. And Cody out do light in the bottom once again that he did at Backlash over Brock Lesnar. We put Brock Lesnar in the wrestling hole because I think Brock Lesnar is still angry that he couldn't win against Cody, and they'll be leading a rubber match between these two. So Cody, looking forward to this match against Brock somewhere down the road. All right, that ends the Raw Ring Report. We're gonna move forward to Wrestling Hot Topics on Wrestling Hot Topics. Make sure to tune in this Saturday night, for the Night of Champions. Predict the outcome. We're gonna predict the outcome of either Trish and Becky, or what else? Trish and Becky, um, Natalia versus Rhea. So a lot of matches on there. Like I said, right now, this far, Night Champions has a lot of matches. We got 7 championship matches. Oh, the goal is on the line. Oh, we're gonna crown new world champion. We're gonna have two grudge matches, and a couple of championship matches. So Night Champions could be the weekend of pay per view. We'll see that as well. Also, too, Sasha Banks, known as Monet Moyet, was a she was wrestling. She was scheduled to wrestle, but she lost her title to Will Nightingale. We can show it. Will Nightingale right there, winning her first women's championship, New Japan Pro Wrestling Championship, over the great Sasha Banks. You can see right here Sasha Banks being carried away, lifted. Um, her ankle was hurting, but Sasha Banks assuring everyone that she's okay, and we wish her a speedy recovery, because you don't want to go nothing like that. But so that went down. Uh, so okay, okay. So Sasha Banks, let's see, right here, Sasha. If we can show, can we show the Sasha Banks? Okay, right there, Monet. As you see right here, she's trying to get herself together. Wishing her a speedy recovery. We wish her the best. We're hearing that she might have suffered a broken ankle, so hope the best for Sasha. Also, too, Ken Omega announced that AEW Fight Forever on AEW Games will be coming out June 29th. But we're looking forward to seeing that. I hope they didn't rush it like a lot of people were speculating, but here's for that. Also, too, Peggy Lee, a wrestler. I remember her from that Fabulous movie, Fabulous movie, Dark Side of the Ring. They had like some tape of her. She has passed away at the age of 64. We send our condolences and prayers to the family of Peggy Lee at the time. I remember she said, "Go on, I remember the Fabulous Moolah." And I guess she's up there with Moolah now, and looking above down in the heavens. So, hey, that. Also, too, coming up this week on probably Raw and SmackDown, the Money in the Bank qualifying matches start next week on Raw. Who's heading to London for the Money in the Bank ladder match? A lot of people are heading to gearing up. Money in the Bank is the only WWE event where the person who has the hold of the Money in the Bank briefcase is guaranteed to cash in on any champion within the next 12 months. So who's going to get that opportunity to cash in whenever? Um, that's it. It is what it is. So we're gonna leave it right there. Tune in later on tonight for the Pro Wrestling Show presenting NXT Ring Report. We'll get you caught up with going on NXT for Battleground coming up this weekend. A lot of matches. It's gonna be a busy pro wrestling show. Content. Look out throughout. A lot going on the pro wrestling show. And two, also forgot that Liv Morgan and Dakota Kai both suffered injuries. We wish them both a speedy recovery on their ankle injuries as well. All right, we got all this out the way, so we're looking forward to hearing the Pro Wrestling Show presents NXT Ring Report. Then Friday, then Saturday, then Wednesday AEW, then Saturday the predict outcome for Night Champions, and Sunday we'll have predict outcome for both Night Champions and not 9 10, but Battleground and Double or Nothing. We'll see you this weekend for the Pro Wrestling Show. I've been your host, Kendrick Dick, saying so long. We'll see you later tonight for the NXT Report. See you then.